If you're like me, my finger always seems to fall off when I'm flying at the exact worst time. There's so many stick-ins on the market, and we have everything from CNC'd razor sharp spikes to rounded golf ball 3D printed stick-ins, and I've tried them all. They all seem to have the same problem. I knew we needed to think outside the box, and that's where this idea came to me. I'm gonna try and get some close-up shots now of my thumb on the actual stick, but I encourage you also to pick up your radio, move your thumb in a circle, and watch how you'll actually feel it slipping every time you rotate from corner to corner. If you go top left to bottom right or top right to bottom left, you'll feel your thumb is actually changing orientation on the stick, which is making it slip. Now, in theory, if you had a stick in that actually rotated with you, your thumb would stay the exact same position on the stick the entire time, preventing it from slipping. Let's try and get into it. The best way I know to describe this is to just show you the realization that I had, in that when I hold my stick normally, my thumb is at this angle, whatever that is. When I go to the top, it seems to become a greater angle. When I come to this side, the angle changes significantly. When I come down here, my thumb is, for one, on the side of the stick, but also at a completely different angle. And when I come over here, it's almost 90 degrees. But when I come back to the middle, it changes. Basically, no matter what corner I go to, the angle in which my thumb is interacting with the stick is completely changing. And if the stick end isn't spinning, that means my thumb has to rotate on the stick, really, when it doesn't want to. This was confirmed after the 533 team made successfully spinning stick ends, and when I started to move my finger around the gimbal, I noticed that with zero effort at all, the stick end was actually rotating with me and keeping my finger in the same spot. To me, this felt like a huge breakthrough, and I was so excited. I'm now gonna go out and fly a pack with normal stick ends, as well as the Omni sticks, which is what we're calling these, and we're going to look if I readjust. I'm gonna try and be completely unbiased, hold the radio as I normally would. I'll have my normal 533 stick ends that I've used for years now, and then swap to the Omni sticks. We're gonna look for my fingers readjusting, getting close to slipping off the sticks. I really don't know, but I want to try and get a really good close-up of me flying with both stick ends to compare. Okay, I'm starting to feel my finger readjust a little bit. So let's see how far, we're 2 minutes into the flight. My thumb is definitely getting out of position. So this is where I would normally just do something like that. But I'm not good enough to do a Matty flip. Ah! You saw it there. I feel like in the racing world, most people say, I always feel like I have to readjust my fingers on lap 3, because when you put your finger on a stick, it's not gonna immediately slip off. Of course, there's grip, but it's after you move the stick around and you're twisting it like that, that'll slowly work its way off to eventually you have to readjust. And it always happens at the worst time. Coming inside now to remove our standard stick ends, and I'll show you also how the Omni mount. For those interested, you'll see that the Omni stick is a 2-piece design. There is the solid part that has the threads that go into the radio, and then the top part, of course, doesn't interact with the stick at all because it's free spinning. You might be able to see inside there is a big bearing that, of course, holds onto the bottom and lets the free part spin. Even if you don't like the stick, it's kind of fun to just flick them around. But it mounts on the radio completely normal. Only difference is you're only going to twist the bottom, of course, because if you twisted the top, you would never get it tight. Additionally, you can go as low as possible because the bearing is bigger than the M4 stick on any radio. These will also work with M3 radios, but you're not going to have a problem where you can't twist it all the way down. These can go as low as any other stick on the market. For the sake of this video, I am showing you both versions, the flat top version and I guess we'll call it the golf ball version, but typically I would run 2 of the same. Let's go outside and fly. Flying the Omni sticks, I have the golf ball on the left, the flat top on the right. We're gonna see if anything changes. I 100% can feel them twisting. Specifically, when I do like a direction change like this, nice smooth carve like this, it's actually twisting with you, which means your thumb's really trying to do that regardless if you have spinning sticks or not. Ah! I love doing that. But I just feel like my thumb is not restricted at all because it's spinning with the stickin'. And I've just never felt that on any other stickin' before, because usually my sticks are tight. If you look closely, I don't think I ever readjusted my fingers on the stick. You could obviously see it twisting when I was flying, and I feel like if it's doing that when it has the freedom to, it probably is wanting to do that when it's restricted, and that's what's causing it to slip. Just a theory. Really interested to hear what you guys think about it. Do you think it's smart? Do you think it's stupid? Are you gonna give them a shot? Let me know. I'm gonna be using them for the next 30 days and we'll give an update. I'm super excited about them right now. I feel like it's something that's never been done before. I feel like it definitely has the potential to be the normal, but excited to hear what you guys think.